Motomattman, and today is June the 15th, 2020, and that makes today the 29th annual Ride to Work Day. Well, even without COVID-19, I telecommute, so I work from home. So I'm playing a little bit of hooky right now to get a ride in for Ride to Work Day. And that's not the only thing I have to talk about. I've got another like safety thing or rant, complaint, whatever it is, that I'll be bringing up. But anywho, I'll tell you about that in just a second. Got to remember where my blinkers are. Been on the Honda so much lately that I forgot where my blinkers were. But anyway, my other little rant of the day is blinker then brakes. And anybody that rides in a car with me hears me rant about that all the time. And what that is one of the things that drives me absolutely insane is the person that's driving along and they hit their brakes and then turn on their blinker. Hey, dipstick, I know you're turning. At the time that you hit on the brakes and come to a stop in the middle of the road, I have a pretty good idea you're turning, unless you hit your brakes and then you're four ways. But the whole purpose of the blinker, the turn signal, the directional, whatever you want to call it, is to let people know what you're going to do before you do it, not after. Turning on your blinker as you're making a turn is a little bit late. Turn on your blinker, because then that way I know that even if you're not slowing down, that you're going to be slowing down. So I can be prepared for it. I can be prepared that you're going to be turning left or you're going to be turning right. I know what's about to happen before it happens. And it's not just if you're coming towards me or I'm getting ready to pull out on a road. It's I'm following behind you. And I could be just riding along, driving along, whatever, behind you, and you're preparing to turn at the driveway on the other side of this little bridge. Hit your blinker as you approach the bridge. Then that way I know you're going to be slowing down to stop or slowing down to turn at that house there. But if you slam on your brakes and then turn on your blinker, I got a pretty good idea what the heck you're going to be doing. Because there was nowhere for you to turn to the right. There was only a place for you to turn to the left. So I know you're getting ready to turn left. Otherwise, you wouldn't have slammed on the brakes and stopped. Now, I understand that there are times when maybe you're using navigation or something and it's a little bit slow, or you're looking for a house number or a street number, whatever, and it comes up on you and you didn't know, and at the last second you slam on the brakes. I got it. But the number of people that do it, you know that it's not something that is like, oh shit, I gotta turn here. No, they just don't know how to use the daggone things. So that's my like safety, highway, roadway, whatever you want to call it, manners of the day rant. Now on to more pleasant things. Told you guys before, softball season has started. It's in full swing. Well, this past weekend, today being Monday the 15th, this past weekend my daughter's team played in a tournament in Sandusky, Ohio, which is where Cedar Point is. Unfortunately, Cedar Point is closed, but that's where we were playing, and it was great. They were playing on all turf fields, and they went 5-0 for the weekend. They won the championship. Woohoo! Great weekend. We stayed in a hotel. Everybody had a great time. The girls, there was an indoor pool and a hot tub and an outdoor pool, and the girls had a blast. Not only playing in the games, but in the evenings as well. I think the parents had a good time in the evenings too. There were 1 or 2 adult beverages consumed, maybe. Just kidding. There were a lot of adult beverages consumed. We all had a good time. It was our first, for this team, it was their first away tournament as a team. And the girls really seemed to come together and bond really well. So for the summer, our team has won one tournament and made it to the semifinals in one other. And the semifinals, which was the previous weekend that they made it to, they lost in a heartbreaking loss in the final inning on a walk-off triple that scored 3 runs. And at that point we were still up by 2. So the other team needed all 3 runs. And it's a team that we played, in that instance, played many times. So far, between the fall and the summer, they've split 3 games apiece, and I'm sure we'll see them again. But it was a great time. We stayed after the tournament. Our girls were done playing, and my daughter and a couple others watched older girls in our organization play, and the girls in the older age division had a rough weekend so far, but they ended up coming together on Sunday in a way that nobody was really expecting, and they went from being the last seed in their age division to losing 4-0 in the championship game. Yep, that's right. In single elimination, they made it all the way to the championship from the last seed. So we stayed and watched them, and then made the 2-hour, 2.5-hour, whatever amount of drive it is, back home afterwards. But had a great weekend. Didn't get on the bike at all the weekend because we were gone away in Sandusky, and it's kind of hard to take the family and all the softball gear and all of the overnight stuff on the bike, especially since Mrs. Motomattman's bike has a solo seat. So even if we had a trailer, I don't know that we could have made it. Maybe if we got a couple of sidecars and 2 trailers. I don't know. But anyway, that was my rant about blinker then brakes. And it's really easy to remember. Blinker then brakes. It's in alphabetical order. L comes before R, people. So you use the L before you use the R. The blinker before brake. And then I told you about softball. Things are opening up more and more. We were able to go out and eat as a team. Our first day, we played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games. So Friday night, we went out to eat, and then Saturday we had the food brought in, catered by the hotel. And that was fun, both days. But now our next tournament, seems to be, the rules as far as social distancing seem to be a little bit more strict, or at least what they're saying they're going to be is a little bit more strict than in a tournament we just played in. But we shall see. And that tournament's kind of goofy because it's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We actually have to play Thursday night, and then we don't play it all on Friday, and then we play 2 games on Saturday afternoon to evening, and then play on Sunday for bracket play. So we'll have to see how that works out. Locally, what I was saying was, luckily, this tournament is local to us. We don't have to get a hotel room, because that would kind of suck that you'd drive all the way to some place and get a hotel room to play Thursday night and then not play on Friday and then play Saturday and Sunday. That would kind of suck. But like I said, luckily, God, I can't even speak today. Luckily, that's not the case. Luckily, we can just drive to it. But it's like first game is like 7:15 or 7:30 on Thursday, and then nothing on Friday, which changes up our practice schedule. We normally practice on Thursdays. But anyway, the other thing was, I don't know what the heck happened, but the temperature dropped. I mean, it was downright chilly at times this weekend, with highs in the 60s and a lot of wind. Today it's again like in the 60s. I've got on, you know, the mesh jacket, but I'll be honest with you, there are times that I've been in the shade and the wind blowing through it has been just a little bit chilly. But anyway, and I see that everybody's trying to get together, and trust me, I've seen all the messages. Those of you that are going to the Western PA Motovlogger meetup, we would love to be able to come to that, but it's tournament season, and we got a tournament that weekend. We actually pretty much have a tournament every weekend the rest of the way until mid-August, and then we have tryouts in mid-August. So our weekend summers are pretty slam-packed and booked up every weekend. And the little one has softball practice tonight, and I think her first game is on Thursday, I think. So, you know, and she's just playing rec softball at this age. She's just 6, so it's her first year of 8U, which is coach pitch softball. But anyway, that's enough about softball and whatnot. What else is going on? Let's see. I saw, and I think I congratulated New Zealand, but I'll do it again. You guys rock. Kicking COVID-19's butt right the heck out of your country, off your island. We don't want you. Get the heck out of here. Good job. Hopefully the rest of us can figure out some way to do the same thing. Now granted, it's a little bit easier to control what's going on an island. Trust me, I know. I lived on an island with 3 towns on it for a couple of years when I was younger. The island in Rhode Island it's called Aquidneck Island to the locals. Some people refer to it as Newport Island. It's actually where Rhode Island gets its name. Its actually original name, or English name, was Rhode Island. It has Portsmouth, Middletown, and Newport on it, and that's Rhode Island is the smallest state in the Union with the biggest name. It's Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. And the Rhode Island was what locals refer to as Aquidneck Island. Oh, went to wave and got buffered by the vehicle in front. But anyway, Again, don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about. I hope everybody's enjoying the summer and they're having good weather and good health, and hope things are opening up more in your areas as well. Let me know what's going on out there and how things are opened up or closed up, whichever, in your local area. Mrs. motomattman hasn't been on the bike in about a week and a half because of craziness, even though she's working from home. Craziness with work, and I think I've said it before, but the softball organization that my daughter's in, there are 8 teams, and Mrs. motomattman is the president of the organization, and there were a lot of things that she had to deal with and take care of to make sure that we were abiding by, as an organization, abiding by the guidelines set forth by our governor to allow us to get back into practicing and playing. And some of the fields that we had used in the past to practice on, those communities aren't opening up the field, so there's a little bit of a scramble. But hopefully things will calm down here soon, and should be able to get back on the bike today or tomorrow, hopefully. But anyway, I'm getting ready to head up here to the gas station that you guys are, I'm sure, quite familiar with, because it's that time of day to go and pick up Monster Energy and a smoky thing refill. One of these days I'll actually show you guys what I'm talking about when I talk about a smoky thing. But anyway, I'll let y'all go. I hope you're having a great day. If you like what you see, make sure you click the like and subscribe button, and make sure you punch that bell so you get notifications whenever I upload any new content. And I hope you're able to get out on 2, and if you can, make sure you keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. And until next time, see ya! Hey everybody, just remembered something. Just left the gas station, just remembered something that I wanted to say. And that's that I've got some videos that I made back around Memorial Day weekend, and actually it was Memorial Day weekend, it wasn't around, it was, that I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet, but I wanted to give you a fair warning that they're coming, and they won't make a whole lot of sense, you know, with the whole it's Memorial Day weekend kind of stuff, references. But anyway, they're coming. They had to do with running some errands and stuff with car issues. But anyway, just a fair warning, they're coming. So anyway, again, if you like what you see, click the like and subscribe button, punch that bell so you get notifications. Make sure you keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. And until next time, again, for the second time today, see ya!